Now to Southern California, where the headline is "Be careful what you wish for." After months of drought, they're now getting pounded by rain. Nearly 9 inches of rain have fallen at Cogswell Dam since Friday. Nearby Crystal Lake has gotten more than 7.5 inches. The big concern? The hills east of Los Angeles, which are still at high risk for mudslides tonight. John Blackstone is there.
The storms blew in from the Pacific with rain, wind, and waves that threatened oceanfront homes in Malibu. Beaches disappeared in the storm surge. Many places in the Los Angeles area recorded 2 to 4 inches of rain since Friday. Fast-moving rivers and creeks swelled dangerously. Strong winds knocked down trees. In Oxnard, a large old oak uprooted and smashed onto a parked car. In Hollywood, crews setting up for the Oscars struggled to keep the red carpet dry. The storm should pass in time for tomorrow's ceremony. In most of Southern California, the heavy rain was more of an inconvenience than a major problem. The biggest threat is in communities on the edge of the San Gabriel Mountains, where the rains are washing mud and debris off hillsides burned over by a wildfire in January. This is what it looked like here in 1969 when mudslides buried whole streets in Glendora, damaging 300 homes and killing 34 people. In the years since, Los Angeles has built huge debris basins in the foothills as a defense against mudslides.
This is one of our bigger basins in this area. It's about 40 to 50% full at the moment.
Steve Sheridan is an LA County engineer. Just on the other side of this, there's a whole subdivision.
True.
So this has saved these homes for
this is the purpose of these facilities, to hold back any of the debris that does come down from the hillside.
Many homeowners have taken their own protective measures. Tom Verde has built a line of defense behind his house.
Everything now is so saturated, so even though we don't have the rain falling on us right now, we know that, if a cell comes over here, it could release like an avalanche. It could release a mud flow. So we're still on pins and needles until the storm's over.
Well, the storm is far from over. Another storm cell is coming through now with plenty of rain and muddy runoff from the mountains. Scattered downpours are expected overnight, but by tomorrow, Jim, Southern California should begin to dry out.
John Blackstone in a wet, rainy, and very muddy Southern California. Thank you, John. As John just mentioned, mudslides are a particular concern in areas recently hit by wildfires. Here's why. When trees and plant life burn, a gas is formed and trapped just below the surface, eroding the roots. Then when the ground cools, the gas becomes a solid, creating a slippery wax-like layer just underground. So when the rain comes, the soil, the rocks, and the trees all break loose, creating a mudslide with speeds that can top 35 miles per hour.